There are battles the world can see, and then there are wars fought entirely inside the mind. Overthinking is one of the quietest forms of suffering, because from the outside, the person often appears completely normal. The mind repeats conversations that already ended, replays mistakes that no longer exist. It searches for hidden meaning in every silence and danger inside every uncertainty. People believe overthinking is simply worry, but psychology reveals something far deeper. An overactive mind is often a mind trained for survival. Constant analysis becomes protection against pain. This is why overthinkers struggle to relax. Silence feels unsafe to a mind searching for control. The tragedy is not intelligence itself. It is intelligence trapped in endless mental loops. And yet, the same mind capable of self-destruction can also become extraordinarily powerful, because overthinking is not entirely weakness. It is awareness without direction. When unmanaged, it creates anxiety and exhaustion. But when disciplined, it becomes insight. The difference lies in control, whether the mind serves you or consumes you. Today, we explore the hidden psychology behind overthinking and how to transform mental chaos into mental strength, not through empty motivation, but through understanding the architecture of the mind itself. Because sometimes the darkest parts of the mind contain the greatest hidden power. Overthinking rarely appears without reason. It is often created by emotional uncertainty. The brain learns to predict danger before it arrives. Analysis becomes a shield against future pain. This is why overthinkers replay conversations repeatedly. The mind searches for threats hidden beneath words. Psychologically, this creates temporary control, but emotionally, it creates exhaustion, because the mind was designed to solve problems, not to live inside them endlessly. Overthinkers struggle deeply with uncertainty. The unknown feels psychologically dangerous, so the brain creates endless possibilities, attempting to prepare for every outcome. But the human mind cannot fully control life, and this realization creates anxiety. The overthinker often believes more thought equals more safety. Yet, excessive thought frequently creates paralysis. Action disappears beneath endless analysis, and opportunities quietly fade away. Overthinking is often connected to heightened awareness. The mind notices details others ignore. This awareness can become overwhelming because the brain processes more information simultaneously. Highly analytical minds constantly search for patterns, even inside ordinary moments. This ability creates insight, creativity, and deep intuition. But without discipline, it also creates mental chaos. The same mind capable of brilliance can also become its own prison. The solution to overthinking is not destroying thought. It is changing your relationship with it. Most overthinkers become trapped inside their emotions. They confuse thoughts with reality itself. But psychologically, thoughts are only mental events, not absolute truth. When you learn to observe thoughts calmly, their power over you begins to weaken. Awareness transforms mental chaos into mental distance, and distance creates clarity. The disciplined mind uses analysis strategically, not compulsively. Overthinking becomes powerful when directed toward creation, writing strategy, learning, and reflection. Deep thinkers often possess extraordinary pattern recognition. This becomes an advantage when emotionally controlled. The goal is not to silence the mind completely, but to train it carefully, because a disciplined overthinker becomes highly observant, strategic, intuitive, and emotionally aware. Begin noticing your thoughts without immediately reacting to them. Observation is the first form of control. Separate imagination from reality carefully. Not every thought deserves belief. Use writing to organize mental noise. Thought becomes clearer when externalized. Reduce unnecessary stimulation whenever possible. The overactive mind requires moments of silence. Learn when analysis is useful and when it becomes self-destruction. Action interrupts destructive mental loops. Movement restores psychological momentum. You do not need perfect certainty to move forward. Clarity often appears during action itself. Train your attention carefully each day. The mind becomes stronger where focus repeatedly goes. And remember, deep thinking is not your enemy. An undisciplined mind creates suffering, but a disciplined mind creates power. The darkest parts of the mind are not always weaknesses. Sometimes they are untrained. Strengths overthinking becomes dangerous only when it controls you. Awareness changes everything. The goal is not mental silence. The goal is mental mastery. Continue studying your own mind carefully, because self-awareness is a rare form of power. Subscribe to Silent Sense Network, where psychology reveals the hidden mechanisms of the human mind